Hello, my name is Anna. I'm currently on grade 11 from Sekolah Global Indo-Asia Batam, Indonesia. On this video, I'm gonna show you all my experiment that I've done from a few days ago. So without further ado, let's move on to the experiment. The experiment that I've conducted is called magnetic levitation. I chose these experiments because the concept of this experiment play a big role in the future technology, especially transportation. I made 2 trials on this experiment with the same concept but different shapes. Let's move on to the first trial of this experiment. Materials needed for the first trial are glue gun, magnet, acrylic, and plastic tube. Firstly, stick the end of the plastic tube to the center of the acrylic and wait for it to dry. Secondly, put the magnets onto the plastic tube. And observe the levitation. Change the placement of the magnets. The greater the repulsion, the greater the levitation. And this is the result of the first trial of this experiment. Materials needed for the second trials are magnets, toys, acrylic, and plastic tubes. First, insert the plastic tubes into the hole in the acrylic that has been made and make sure it is glued firmly. And the hole on the acrylic should be bigger than the diameter of the plastic tube. And it should be turns out like this. Secondly, stick the magnet to the acrylic. The magnet should be placed symmetrically on the below acrylic and the upper part of the acrylic. Thirdly, try to insert the upper acrylic towards the plastic tubes and observe the levitation. And it will turn out like this. And this is the results of the first trial and the second trial of this experiment. As what I've mentioned before, you can always modify the placing of the magnets. The more repulsion, the greater levitation you will get. And this is me adding more magnets to the bottom acrylic in order to create more repulsion and increase the levitation. And now I'm going to be talking about the concept of the magnetic levitation. Magnetic levitation or magnetic suspension is a method by which end force is used to counteract the effects of the gravitational acceleration and any other acceleration. The two primary issues involved in magnetic levitation are lifting force, providing an upward force sufficient to counteract gravity, and stability, ensuring that the system does not spontaneously slide or flip into a configuration where the lift is neutralized. Magnetic levitation is used for maglev trains, contactless melting, magnetic bearings, and for product display purposes. Magnetic levitation has lots of advantages such as increased efficiency, reduced maintenance costs, reduce the use of fuel which can decrease the rate of CO2, less friction, and extremely fast. Although it has lots of advantages, magnetic levitation still has a bunch of disadvantages, such as expensive tracks compared to the railroad tracks, not compatible with railroad track, and therefore require halting to be rebuilt for their entire route. Floating city. China's architect has proposed that a large donut-shaped platform would hold a magnet at the bottom that would repel Earth's magnetic field to hold the island's height. The floating platform will rotate, generate energy on its spin, and theoretically provide fuel for a truly sustainable society. Unfortunately, like most utopians, this idea will still be a cake in the sky. Space launch system. Magnets can allow the spacecraft to travel along a trajectory to reach speeds of about 18,000 miles per hour, enough to fly into space. Of course, such a path would have cost an astronomically $30 billion to build. And lastly is efficiency wind power. Standard wind turbines converts only 1% of the wind energy into usable power, and part of the striking efficiency comes from the energy loss due to friction as the turbine spins. Researchers at the Guangzhou Energy Research Institute have estimated that magnetic levitation turbines can increase wind energy generation by as much as 20% over traditional turbines. So, in conclusion, this experiment shows how a very simple concept can greatly contribute to the development of advanced technology in the future. So that is for my experiment. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!